Hello, my fellow Canadians. Today we are doing an update on the PC Insider's World Elite MasterCard and whether or not it has been worth it so far. And if you're not Canadian, if you're just a big credit card nerd, feel free to stay if you're interested. A little background, I made a video back in the spring, which I will link. It was basically outlining how I had just upgraded to this card, and I described all of the benefits and perks that came with this upgraded MasterCard. And I was essentially trying to determine whether this card was worth the $120 annual fee. So you can go back and watch that video if you're interested. Today we are not going to do a full deep dive on all of the benefits of the card, but rather I am going to recap how it went using the card for most of 2024 so far and what my experience has been like. I thought now was a good time to do it because we're coming to the end of the year. This is a time when most of us are thinking about our finances, trying to plan for next year. And I know for me, I'm actually coming up to the 1 year point of this card in a few months. So I'm actually going to have to make a decision of whether I'm going to keep the card and pay the $120 annual fee again, or whether I want to cancel. I also just received a year-end update from Loblaws telling me how the card has been this year. They kind of gave me a little snapshot of all of the points I've earned using this card, which again, I will put on the screen. They said that I've earned about $253 worth of value from the card, and I upgraded to the card in March. So at this point, I've been using the card for 8-9-ish months. Now, for the sake of this video, I will be reporting on the period from March 21st to November 21st, just to give us an exact 8-month period so that you all can have a better idea of what points I earned in what time period. In that 8-month time period, I earned a total of 233,640 points, which is equivalent to $233. That means I'm trending to earn about $350 a year through the PC Optimum program. But there are some caveats, and I do want to be as transparent as possible in this video, just so that you have the best information. I am someone who used to do a massive amount of my shopping at Loblaw-owned stores, at Shoppers, No Frills, Value Mart, Independent, etc. And this was truly a matter of convenience for me. I live in a sea of Loblaws-owned stores, and if you are Canadian, you understand probably that it's actually really hard to avoid the Loblaws ecosystem entirely. I have just been making a mindful effort to move more of my dollars away from mega conglomerates, and that's not just Loblaws, it's also including Amazon. I canceled my Amazon Prime, for instance, and I'm doing my best to buy things that I used to buy on Amazon at local shops, going to like the pet store down the street from me, or going to little grocery stores and little markets nearby. Do I still do a good proportion of my grocery shopping at Loblaw stores? Yes, like I said, that is what's around me. It really is what's most convenient. I have just been trying to spend more at other places when and where I can. So I just want to convey that so that you can manage your expectations accordingly. Like, I probably could have earned way more PC points if I had continued to stay very immersed in that ecosystem throughout the year. Okay, now that we're through with that caveat, let's dive into the actual points and the breakdown of where the points came from. Like I said, the grand tally was 233,640 points, and the largest source of these came from Loblaw-owned grocery stores. I earned 98,600 points, or that was about 42% of all the points I earned in this time period. Up next, we had 40,000 from the welcome bonus. Again, that's a one-time thing. I'm not going to get that in the spring if I decide to keep this card, so that's just something to bear in mind. Next up, we had 32,005 points from digital offers and 27,500 points from bonus offers. Digital offers are the things that you would get anyway just using the app and downloading your offers. So those are the things that are customized to your shopping, where it's like, get 300 points for buying tomatoes this week or whatever. So you can get those just using a regular free PC Optimum loyalty card. You do not need a credit card to earn those points. And same thing for the bonus offers. Those were things like, you know, when Shoppers does those spending days where it's like, oh, if you spend more than $50, you'll earn 5,000 PC points, things like that. And again, you have access to those using just the regular loyalty card. Then we had 11,415 points coming from just using the card on regular purchases. That could just be regular shopping, Amazon, etc. For a while, it was actually the only card I had in my Amazon account. I think my old credit card expired, and so the PC one was the only one I had. So for a while there, I was just racking up a lot of points on my Amazon purchases. But even with that, I only earned 11,000 points, which is $11. So yeah, I don't know how worth it that was. Then we had 9,485 points come from Shoppers bonus points. Those are points that you would get above and beyond just the base points you normally get at Shoppers that came with using this upgraded credit card. And then I also earned 5,715 points. Those were just the base points that you get from just swiping your PC Optimum at checkout at Shoppers. And then the very small remaining balance of points came from a handful of gas purchases. And then I think I also received a 5,000 points credit from Loblaws because PC Express messed up something with one of my grocery orders. And on that note, I do want to remind you that with this upgraded credit card, you do get a free PC Express annual pass, which is worth about $120, which is the annual fee of the card. Okay, so 233,000 points on the surface, that might look really good and make this card look really worth it. But remember, you can get a lot of these points from just using a regular PC Optimum card or from using the free PC Financial MasterCard. So I wanted to actually see what the difference was with using this upgraded card. In terms of groceries, I earned that 98,600 points using the upgraded card. If I were to use the regular PC credit card, I would have earned 73,950 points for a total difference of 24,650 points. Now the welcome bonus, we already touched on that. There probably are some opportunities for you to get a welcome bonus on just the regular MasterCard, so I can't speak to that. I know that I didn't get one when I signed up for the original PC MasterCard, but again, that's a one-time value. I'm not going to get that in the spring. Next, the bonus offers and digital offers would have stayed the exact same. Those are things you have access to using just the regular PC Optimum program. I think I would have earned fewer points getting gas without the upgraded MasterCard, but again, this was such a small category for me, I didn't pay too much attention to it. But there were 2,840 points that were counted as like bonus points that I think came with the upgraded card, so I just subtracted those. The Shoppers bonus points with the regular credit card would have gone down from 9,485 to 8,130. Now, if we keep in the welcome bonus, the grand total of points would have gone from 233,640 points to 164,795 points, a difference of 68,845 points. But if we take away that welcome bonus, it's really only a difference of 29,000 PC points that I earned because I had this upgraded PC Insiders World Elite card versus just their regular MasterCard. And then you do get the PC Express pass included. So if you are someone who does curbside pickup or you want grocery delivery from PC, then you do get that, and that's worth about $120. But the annual fee of the card is $120. So it kind of cancels out. So really, like, the net gain from having this card was about 29,000 points for me. For me personally, I think it was worth it to use the card for a year and to get the welcome bonus. I also was a PC Express user, so the card kind of just made sense for me at that point in my life. But I do think I will be canceling this card in the spring when the time comes. I really don't think this card has had that much benefit for me, and part of that is because of my shopping choices, and I'm just not shopping at these stores as much anymore. I think if you're in a different situation and you have a family of 4 or 5 people and you spend thousands of dollars a month on groceries and Shoppers and all of these things, then yeah, those points probably do add up pretty quickly for you. But for me, as a single person who is trying to move more of my dollars away from Loblaws, I just don't think this card really makes that much sense for me right now. And I also think it's worth considering the trade-off of using this card, especially for things like normal purchases where you're just really not getting that much bang for your buck. Like if you're using the PC Insiders card on regular purchases, like on your Amazon account, you're not really getting that much out of it. You're only getting 10 points per dollar spent. And I think you're honestly probably better off using something else, like using a card that's going to get you travel points. I just think you'll get more bang for your buck and you will get more out of those loyalty programs than you'll get from the PC program. So those are my final thoughts. I hope this was helpful. Please let me know down in the comments below if you have been using this card or if you have any other questions about the card. I am happy to share, and I will see you on the next one.